January blues for Arsenal as drab goalless draw with Burnley caps miserable month. If you want to know all about January blues, just ask Arsenal and Mikel Arteta. The Gunners will be glad to see the back of January as this 0-0 draw with Burnley capped off a miserable month. No wins, 1 goal, out of both domestic cup competitions, and their hopes of finishing in the Premier League top 4 thoroughly dented. This draw with Burnley certainly hurt Arsenal's hopes of qualifying for the Champions League, and, when everything is done and dusted in May, you wonder how much they will look back at this game as 2 valuable points dropped. In fairness to Burnley, they were worthy of their point as they put in the kind of performance you'd expect from a Sean Dyche side. They were full of heart and running, stubbornly keeping out Arsenal. They even had a bit of luck on their side too, with midfielder Ashley Westwood arguably fortunate to stay on the pitch after a late tackle on Kieran Tierney in the first half and a collision with Gabriel. Other than that, Burnley weren't really ruffled, and the Arsenal charge never materialized as you expected it to. There was brief spell just after the hour mark where they got going, with Emile Smith-Rowe having a shot saved from a clever corner routine and Alexander Lacazette skewing the ball off target when it had been cut back to him. Apart from that, though, Arsenal created very little, and they did not have much to show for their 76% possession. By the full-time whistle, a few of the Arsenal players looked dead on their feet. The squad has been stretched this month, with a fitness crisis coming at the worst time, with players jetting off to the Africa Cup of Nations. Arsenal are due to head off to Dubai next week for some warm weather training, and they look like a team in need of a rest. They look jaded, perhaps feeling the emotional and physical effects of their Carabao Cup defeat to Liverpool. Given the selection issues, it has basically been the same side playing most weeks, with Arteta having few options on the bench to change. The lack of options on the bench for Arteta on Sunday only adds fuel to the belief that Arsenal need reinforcements. That felt like the case after losing to Liverpool on Thursday, and this 0-0 draw with Burnley is further evidence, if any more was needed. A central midfielder and striker feel like must-buys, and Arsenal now have a huge week coming up, even if they don't have a game. The club has shifted players on this month, but now they must bring in signings if they are to sustain their attack on a top 4 finish. Right?